with chasing. Didn't involve cars, sinners I kept on. Leather on my tail falls all Teflon.
Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the New York Yankees. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color, singing a guy who could change this game with one swing of the bat. Lou Gehrig leads the team at OPS, so he's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of production at the plate. He'll take his walks, he'll barrel up the baseball, he'll hit the ball in the gaps, he'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good. That's him right now, and he's a bat that you want to stay away from if you're the pitcher.
So just about set now. And pitching in this game, Whitey Ford. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, now it's the veteran outfield.
The center fielder, number 7.
The wind to kick the pitch.
Lofton.
That's inside. And that's how this game gets started.
First pitch, 7:07.
The 1-0. Line drive. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's the Guardians lineup now. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Jim Thome.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting in a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Number 13 digs in now. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. First offering misses badly for ball 1. No score, just getting started, top of the first. And there's a ball. The wind to kick the 2-0. And a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. Kicks and fires. Out to short. Jeter handles the chance. On the run, sends it over to first. 2 up, 2 down. Singing an impressive jump throw from the hole at short. Let's see what StatCast has to say.
Now he's just showing off out there. I mean, I don't know if fans realize how much arm strength you need to make that throw. This guy's got a rocket of an arm, and that was on full display right there. Just an awesome job.
Number 8 digs in for the Guardians. And that's in there for strike 1. Kicks and deals. Strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And down on strikes. And that is that. Guardians fail to score. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back in the Bronx, And today's starting pitcher, Early Wynn. Chris, how about a scouting report?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Back at Yankee Stadium, and now the shortstop, Derek Jeter. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. The pitch.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Joe DiMaggio getting ready to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
And what makes him even quicker is the fact that he's so dialed in on the pitch as it's moving through the hitting zone. He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that pitch is going to end up, which gives him that really quick first step, and that's why he makes so many great plays.
So 2 balls and no strikes. Good eye right there. One down, base is empty. Pumps in a strike, and now 3-1 the count. The pitch. And that's ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Batting third.
1 gone, runner at first. Now here is Babe Ruth. Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball 1. Wynn, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. And a foul ball. DiMaggio stands at first with 1 out. Next pitch way upstairs.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Wynn throws over, and he's back in on a dive. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt. Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball, 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
2-2. And that's outside. And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Lou Gehrig, the next to hit. First offering misses the mark. Left-hand hitter waits. And now 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
One out. Runners at first and second. Wynn, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Left-hand batter waits. And that one is lifted in the air. Number 8 gets under it. Hauls it in, 2 away. Take a look at the lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Oh, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Mickey Mantle. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Tapped on the ground softly to short. No play, that's an infield single.
Batting 6, the right fielder, Reggie Jackson.
Two outs, bases full. Reggie Jackson will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swings through that one, out in front that time. And a pitch. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Righty to the plate. Fastball in for a strike. And the count is even, 2-2. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. And fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here's a 2-2. And that one fouled off. And he deals. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Fouled off. He was late. Right through there. Got him. Huge strikeout there. And the Yankees leave him loaded. We played an inning. No score. Back here in New York, second inning, set to go. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jim Thome.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
The wind and the pitch. That's off the mark. 1-0. And now the lefty. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And gone.
When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
And the batter now, Manny Ramirez. Out in front and foul to the left side. The next offering misses. And the count is 1-1. Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Freddie's a well-respected umpire, Boog. Maybe a little bit more of a pitcher's umpire. He does like the pitch down just below the knees or right about there, but most hitters are pretty good at covering that spot these days.
Next offering misses. 2-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Stays alive. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And one gone.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And the batter now, number 9. Ripped on a line. That one hops against the fence. Cano relay to third. The tag out.
The times that these guys take infield before ball games, they work on this play right here. And when it comes together perfectly, nice throw to the cutoff man, relay to third. You feel pretty good about cutting that guy off and keeping him from getting a triple and getting an out.
Stepping in, number 5. This one lifted in the air, left field. DiMaggio makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back for more from the Bronx. Leading off, Alex Rodriguez.
For the Yankees.
He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning, threw a lot of pitches.
Oh, and 1 now. Now 1-1. So now 1-2. Righty delivers. And a ball evens the count.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
The wind of the pitch. That misses the zone, and it's a full count. Here comes a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Bounced out to short. Tosses across to first. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
Batting eighth, the catcher, number 31.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, number 31. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
2 outs, base is empty. Robinson Cano stepping in now for the Yankees. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And now it's even up.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch, perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Stays alive. Here's the 2-2. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
3-2. On the ground, right side. Over to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Number 15.
The catcher,
He is at the
Number
top
15.
of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Next pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good eye right there.
Count 2-1.
Pitch misses there. Full count now. And here it comes. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. So digging in, number 2.
The third baseman, number 2.
And the first offering is not close. And a pitch. Popped up left side. Jeter makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland, the center fielder, Kenny Lofton.
Kenny Lofton digs in now. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate, and there's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Out there to center. A little bloop single. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And now, number 13. In there, and it's 0-1. Ford checks on first, and Lofton's back in on the dive. Lofton leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Next pitch just misses. And the count 1-2. And that's outside. And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Guardians lead 1, but they lead it 1-0. Back in the Bronx, set for the bottom of the 3rd, and stepping in is the speedy Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
The wind of the pitch.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
The wide to kick the pitch. And a foul ball, third base side. The 0-2. And ball one. And the pitch. Swing and a slow roller. Gathers and throws to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
The left fielder, number 5, Joe DiMaggio.
And up next for New York, Joe, he reached out a walk his first time. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Out to short. Zips it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter,
Babe Ruth getting ready to hit. Good contact guy, good defender. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Right-hander kicks, deals. That's a strike, and that is strike 1. Kicks and fires. Pitch misses there, and the count's full. The punch out there, and good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So the Yanks go in order. They're down 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, out of the 4th. So in now for Cleveland, number 8. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And a pitch. That one missed. The pitch. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That's down and in. The pitch. And there's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Jim Thome, the next to hit.
Jim Thome.
Check on the runner. Throws it away.
Didn't look to me like he got a great handle on the ball as it came out of his hand. Cold nights, not really fun to play in, and it makes it tough to hit as well. Makes it tough to throw, and might have played a factor right there.
In there for strike one. On the ground, out to short. The throw to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Batting, right fielder, Manny Ramirez.
And up next for Cleveland, Manny Ramirez. And Cleveland on top 1-0.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Runner leads away at second. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
And here is number 9. That one's in there, 0-1. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit." Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already? Number 5 digs in for the Guardians. In the air to left center. Mantle turns to the right on the move. And there's 2 down.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
And here's the catcher, number 15. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. That one the other way and makes the play, and that's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. Back in New York, ready to go, bottom 4. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig.
Everyone anticipating what could be home run number 500 for his career.
The pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. There's a strike. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Right side, hard hit. Into the outfield, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
The center fielder, number 7.
Mickey Mantle stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. The pitch. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. That's strike two.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Swing and a base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now, Reggie Jackson. Next offering is down low. Ball one. At the belt and fires. Ripped into left center, base hit. One run is in, and that gets all the way to the wall. Mantle coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they trail by 1.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
And now here is Alex Rodriguez.
The third baseman, Alex Rodriguez.
First pitch, and he just misses. There's a strike. No outs. Runner on second. Hard hit right side. Tosses to first, and that is a big first out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the catcher, number 31.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And the righty deals. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Left-hand hitter waits. Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Well, he's just glad that he got hit with an off-speed pitch there instead of a fastball. Man, that would have hurt a lot more if it had velocity. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Cano goes after that one for strike 1.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
In the dirt, blocked. And now a single might score 2. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Jeter swings through it for strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Kicks and deals.
These home fans, they are making a lot of noise, putting pressure on that pitcher out there.
Next pitch is outside. Bases loaded, one away. Grounded to third, could be two. To second, there's one. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run. Ready now for the fifth inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, number 2. The MO for him is contact. The guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great two-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. Little slider action.
Here's a 1-1. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. One up, one down.
The center fielder, number 7, Kenny Lofton.
Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Kenny Lofton. 1 for 2. Strike 1. Yo 1. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And now the lefty bunting for a hit. To first, and he beats it.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
1 down. And now, number 13. First pitch just misses.
Good speed on the base paths. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Ford picks over, and Lofton's back in on a dive. The lefty, the 1-0. And that one clips the corner.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Lofton leads off first with 1 away. Next pitch misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. Hard hit to third, and foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of guys didn't like to throw it because it'd throw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Next offering is in for a strike. And here it comes. And another ball. The pitch. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Here comes the pitch.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Three-two now. Got him. And that is that. One left for the Guardians, but they're up 3-2.
Yeah, I do. I do it often. If we ain't talking money, we ain't talking. It's the
We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now the left fielder, Joe DiMaggio. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. First pitch, not close.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
2-0. Fouled off down the right side.
So important for him to control the heart rate right now. He's got to go through the heart of this lineup.
Pitch misses. Now 3-1. Righty to the plate. That one catches the corner for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
The wind of the pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Babe Ruth will hit next. This guy with light tower power. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Next offering is fouled back.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, try to stay out of a double play here.
That one not close. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And the right-hander deals.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him! 1 out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Runner takes off. Line drive, base hit.
Just a huge at bat right there. He actually kind of fooled him with the breaking ball on the inside part of the plate there. Didn't get a good piece of it, but he got just enough to fight it off and make it work out. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And next for New York, Mickey Mantle. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
And now the 0-1.
Now, the next pitch he throws will be pitch number 100 as he tries to battle through a tough situation here in the fifth.
And he deals. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
So the tying run at second. This one in the dirt. But no advance from the runners. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second for 1.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
All set for the top of the 6th. And here is Jim Thome.
The Guardian, the designated hitter, Jim Thome.
And a pitch. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Fooled there by the changeup, and in a hole right here. It's got to try to shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Got him swinging. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Now back.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next pitch is outside. And that's ball 1. Kicks and fires. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Stays alive. The wide to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Number 9 digs in for the Guardians. First offering, and it just misses. And a pitch. And the 1-0 misses low.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Mantle makes the catch, and that'll do it. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. Guardians 3 and the Yankees 2. here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Bottom of the 6th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Reggie Jackson.
Reggie.
Win back to work. And ball one to the right fielder. Bullpen activity starting up now. Stan Kovaleski appears to be getting loose. Ripped, but it curls foul. That one is absolutely belted way back. And it is gone. He powers one out to right field, and we're all square. It's 3-3. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Early win out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Stan Kovaleski gets the ball now. He last pitched 2 days ago.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's the third baseman, Alex Rodriguez.
The third baseman, Alex.
And that one fouled off.
Rodriguez.
And the pitch.
Nope. It counts 1-1.
Just off the outside edge. Right-hander kicks, deals. Off the mark there. 3-1 now. Right-handed reliever. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
And he reluctantly takes his walk.
No outs. Runner at first. And up next for New York, number 31.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Kovaleski with a move to first. And he's back in there. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Rodriguez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. Inside, just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swings and misses, and we're filled up.
That was straight queso right there.
And a pitch. Got him. And one out now.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Now batting Robinson Cano. In there for strike one. The pitch.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play, minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
Next one misses, and it's 2-1. Left-hand batter waits. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Righty delivers. Stays alive. The 2-2. Late swing, foul to the left.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Next pitch is outside. At the belt and fires. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these guys are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
One at second. But a run scores in the inning as this solo home run ties things up. We're tied now at 3 apiece. We go to the top of the 7th. So in now for Cleveland, number 5.
Leading off for Cleveland, the shortstop, number 5.
And here it comes. That's through there for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Oh, 1 down. This one smacked out to left center. He can't get there. It's a base hit. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Whitey Ford won't go any further tonight. And he's responsible for the runner on second. So the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, lefty Gomez. And he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Lefty Gomez.
Go ahead run on base. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Number 15. Swings through that one. 0-1. Go ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Man at second. And a swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Number 2 at the plate now. That's ball 1. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Next offering is in for a strike. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. 2-1 now. He swings and fouls one off. And now the lefty comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Ow! 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Now back the center fielder.
So the batting order turns over. And up next for Cleveland, Kenny Lofton. This guy has turned into a beast. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
2 down, go ahead run in scoring position. Bounced up the middle. Cano gloves it. Now the throw to first on the run. And he beats the throw very close right there. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Stepping up for the Guardians, number 13. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. Move to first, and he's back in easily. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Tap back up the middle. They take the force out. Out number 3. Guardians strand a couple. Score remains tied at 3.
7th inning, correct.
Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Derek Jeter. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
In the air, right side. Ramirez makes the catch. 1 down.
The left fielder, number 5, Joe.
So up next, Joe for the 4th time tonight.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
First pitch, and he just misses.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique, and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
And the righty deals. In there at the knees. And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Lofton under this one. 2 away now.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Babe.
So now here's the DH, Babe Ruth. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. First offering misses the mark. Out towards left center. Lofton makes the catch, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Yankees. So no change in the score. It's 3-3. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's the left fielder, number 8.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
0-1.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away and the strikeout.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jim Thome.
Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Jim Thome. He's already homered in this game. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Ball 1 there.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Swings and misses. That's the 2nd out. Now it's the right fielder, Manny Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one.
Ramirez.
First pitch just misses. The wind and the pitch. Popped up first base side. Garrett makes the catch, and that'll do it. The Guardians go down in order. Still tied 3-3. Welcome back. Here's a big power threat. Lou Gehrig.
Leading off for the Yankees, the first baseman, Lou.
And the right-hander back to work.
Gehrig.
Ball 1, no strikes. Left-hand hitter waits. That's inside.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And delivers outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And the right-hander's 3-1. And a strike on the outside edge. And a swing and a miss. Now 1 away.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
And now the big-time power threat, Mickey Mantle. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And the right-hander deals. Edge of the zone for a strike. And a count 1-1. And he chases a high fastball there.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Here comes a pitch. On the ground to third. On the run, throw to first. And that quickly, 2 away. My goodness, Chris, he had to generate a ton of power in that jump throw for the out. Let's take another look and dive into the numbers from StatCast.
Man, that's an impressive throw right there. I mean, you've got to have a powerful arm to play third base in the big leagues, and he just showed us why he's at this level. He has a cannon.
And next for New York, Reggie Jackson. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he deals. That one misses. 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 outs. And that one is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
They say you win. The next pitch misses. And now 3-2. Righty to the plate. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that will end the inning.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be rocking that stage to the sun out. Your boy cooked, I'm blown up. Time to lace my...
And welcome back. All set to start the 9th in this one. So in now for Cleveland, number 9.
The first baseman, number 9.
Gomez back to work. That one misses. And that is ball 1. The wind of the pitch. To the right side, Cano collects it. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Now batting, number 5.
Number 5 now at the plate. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Now a drag bunt, third base side. And he grabs it in foul ground. Next pitch is downstairs. There's the strike.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
This one popped up. Garrett towards the line. And there's a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Down in the count, battling to stay alive, and just a nice job to put it in play. Didn't exactly barrel the baseball there, but he stayed on it, and he stayed through it well enough and punched it the other way for the base hit. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
One down, runner at first. Number 15 digs in for the Guardians. And that's in there for strike 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And it's 1-1. kicks and fires. And now 2-1. The pitch. Next offering misses down and away. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And he walked him.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Number 2.
First and second, 1 out. Now the third baseman, number 2.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
The 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He hauls it in, 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And up next for Cleveland, Kenny Lofton. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog. Not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And that one finds its way through. Here comes the throw. In there. He scores. It's 4-3.
Clutch hitting right there to give him the lead this late in the ball game. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So 2 on with 2 away. Number 13 digs in for the Guardians. In there for strike 1.
Looking for some insurance, or as our friends down in the South would say,
Insurance.
no matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
And a pitch. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and the home team down a run. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Jose Mesa. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Jose Mesa.
Back here in New York, last chance for the home team. Here's some real power at the plate. Alex Rodriguez.
The third baseman, Alex Rodriguez.
The pitch. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Looking to get the tying run on base. And it's even up. The tying run at the plate. This one popped up. Number 13 settles under this one. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Now batting, number 31.
And stepping in for the Yankees, number 31. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that guys have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
The 1-1. Upstairs. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. The pitch. Line drive and a base hit right there. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
At the plate, Robinson Cano, a guy who makes an impact not just at the plate but also in the field. First offering misses the mark. So now with one swing, this guy could end it. And he pumps it a strike. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike. Right-hander kicks, deals. Strike three, got him swinging. And they're down to their last out. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Derek Jeter digs in now.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
And that's in there for strike one. And a pitch. Tapped up the first base side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the ninth on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy with the W.
4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.